John Cena. I thought you cat.
Too many muscles.
At the beginning of 2024, Cat Williams' interview on Club Shay Shay went incredibly viral due to the in-depth knowledge and information filled within the hour-plus-long video.
Well, this nigga want me to get in a dress with him.
Over the years, several Hollywood actors have embraced the culture of dress wearing as a comedic staple. While some might consider this act light-hearted and funny, some also consider this as a way to feminize respectable men of entertainment and promote drag culture, with John Cena being a recent example.
You know what? Let me just check my schedule. Yeah, man. Looks like I'm free.
His early years in WWE laid the foundation for his eventual rise to become one of the biggest and the most successful wrestlers in the company's history. So it's really sad to see such an iconic symbol for positivity now engage in activities which are far from family friendly. He's now naked everywhere, in movies and on national television.
Look how they mess with my boy.
Hi, Barbie. Oh.
Look how they mess with my boy.
Hollywood does this when you want fame and fortune. They make you, either you sell your soul, you make a crazy sacrifice, or they have to shame your ass like this. And dude, this is not him.
I don't necessarily think they're always doing it for their own personal enjoyment. And that's why we're seeing all these people put on these dresses and literally degrade themselves as men to the point where I don't even recognize if y'all are even men anymore.
In 2006, on an interview with Howard Stern, John Cena made it known that he didn't plan to pursue acting.
If this happens for you, will you leave wrestling for real?
Absolutely not.
He made mention that while some wrestlers had transitioned to acting, he wasn't interested in following that path.
When you go into that mindset, you won't really get a lot of consideration if you're on our programming, if you know.
This mindset led him into a personal feud with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You will always be The Rock's bitch.
The Rock left WWE in the early 2000s to pursue a career in Hollywood, where he became a successful movie star. Some fans and wrestlers thought The Rock was a sellout, including John Cena, who publicly criticized The Rock for leaving WWE and accused him of not caring about the wrestling business anymore. Despite his statements, John Cena eventually transitioned into acting, and the same place he was blabbing about, that was the same place he ended up.
What a hypocrite I am, because I still love WWE and I can't go all the time. And I just didn't see that. I was so selfish. But I can sit here and say I love the business, but I'm super hypocritical in my approach from being young and stupid.
Now we can look back on it. It was so real. Like we had real problems with each other.
Wow.
We really did.
Are you open to working with him, or is there just too much bad blood between y'all?
No, I think we squashed that. As a matter of fact, John is going to star in one of my movies that I'm producing.
John Cena's early start in Hollywood kicked off while he was still active in WWE. He played a Marine who returns home from a war and must rescue his kidnapped wife. The Marine failed at the box office and received negative reviews. With a budget of $15 million, the movie only made $20 million. The movie's storyline was criticized for being very predictable. I guess they thought John Cena's image was big enough to cover how shambolic the movie was.
It's not about work. It's not about a job. Being a Marine meant everything to me.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
In 2009, John Cena tried again with 12 Rounds, an action film where he played Danny Fisher, a police officer who must complete 12 challenges set by a vengeful criminal to save his kidnapped girlfriend. The movie followed a very generic action formula. While the premise had potential, the execution was seen as too predictable and filled with cliches.
It's a pretty good feeling, especially when you have a project as good as 12 Rounds. I'm really happy with the movie, the way it came out. I'm happy with everything, so.
And there came the Fred movies in 2010.
Hi, it's Fred!
Back then, I was just a 15-year-old who screams a lot.
While the Fred movies were aimed at a younger audience, not everyone appreciated John Cena's involvement. The comedy in the Fred movies was very slapstick and juvenile, which might not have appealed to everyone, especially older viewers.
My very close friend Dan Bain, who was also my agent, I literally looked at him and be like, hey man, we're never doing movies again, huh? And this is my agent, the guy's supposed to, he's like, no, we're not.
2015's Trainwreck was a turning point for John Cena. His performance was widely praised for its humor and lack of self-awareness, showing a different side of the wrestler that people hadn't seen before.
You know, every single guy I work out with, Every single guy says that all you're gonna do is mess with my emotions and hurt me.
You guys talk about that at the gym?
The role allowed him to break out of his stereotype action hero mode and demonstrated his potential in comedic roles.
I did a bunch of karate action movies in the early 2000s that didn't amount to anything, and I did them for the wrong reasons.
After Trainwreck, he received more offers for various roles, which helped him transition from a wrestler turned actor to a legitimate Hollywood star. In the same year, he managed to get a role in Sisters, where he played a character named Pazuzu, a heavily tattooed drug dealer.
I got some ibuprofen, aspirin, I got Flintstone gummies if you want.
You seem good at your job.
John Cena, very funny in the film.
So funny.
He's a super funny guy.
Can I say something about him? Yeah. When I saw him, I had feelings that I'd never felt before. Feelings, I'm in my feelings.
John Cena's involvement in major film franchises further boosted his career, The Fast and Furious F9, and in the DCEU as Peacemaker, which would turn out to be his big break in Hollywood.
Dude, I didn't mean to put your father in prison.
Then why'd you put him there, you fat?
Because I couldn't think of anybody else.
What about Ariana Grande or Drake?
What?
Hollywood is highly competitive, with thousands of talented individuals vying for a limited number of roles and opportunities in acting, directing, writing, producing, and other areas of the entertainment industry. The bar for success in Hollywood is extremely high. Even small roles in films or television shows can attract hundreds or thousands of applicants, all of whom are typically well-trained and experienced. In Hollywood, your reputation and brand are vital. It's cool seeing John Cena finally doing good in Hollywood, especially with his Peacemaker character. But to what extent will you keep on making a joke of your image and brand? John Cena taking up different roles is good, and on the long run will make him a better actor. But some of the roles he says yes to are very questionable. It's like the man is down for whatever, and that reeks of desperation.
Shawty say she no go up before the bros. My bros know the play, they go